Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talk Sport. In this one, I'm just talking about Arsenal and transfers of which we need to make in the summer. Of course, I've just done my review on our January transfer window, which was quite dreadful if you ask me. Hopefully, the players that we did bring in that window, prove to be something better than what I currently expect. But yeah, going into the summer transfer window, this is something that the club needs to be planning for from now. We've got things set in terms of a manager to take us forward, and as much as Arteta's going to try work on certain players to improve them between now and the end of the season, there's positions that we need to strengthen come the summer. The first position we need to strengthen, I think everyone already knows it, and that's centre-half. In the last couple of windows in the summer, we brought in David Luiz, who's looked better under Arteta, but he's not the finished article. Well, he is the finished article in terms of his age and what he potentially has to offer, and that's not something that is going to put us in a position to be challenging for winning titles anytime soon. That's no disrespect to David Luiz. I think he's done a decent job at Arsenal, but we all know that at times he's prone to a rash tackle or mistake, and he's not really someone we can build with for the future. Truth be told, come the summer, he's got 1 year left on his deal. Are we going to sell him, or are we going to let him see out his deal and then go for free at the end of his contract? These are the sort of things that the club needs to look at. But yeah, centre-half's definitely a position we need to strengthen. Obviously, last summer, we put in a bid for Upamecano, and I think that's a player that we should be looking to go back in for. Obviously, I believe he straight away solidifies our defence a bit better. Yes, some people might say we got Saliba coming in, but at the same time, we need another defender. Yes, we just brought in Mari on loan. Whether we choose to sign him in the summer, who knows? But again, we need that certified centre-half, and I think Upamecano is that player. Other alternatives, if we can't get him, obviously Koulibaly from Napoli, Upamecano's centre-half partner in Konate, and if you're looking at someone maybe Premier League proven, you got the likes of Dunk from Brighton and Ake from Bournemouth. Bournemouth may not even be in the Prem come the end of the season, who knows? But, I definitely think if we was to bring in one of those players, it instantly strengthens that centre-half position for me. Another position I believe we need to strengthen is right back. Yes, Bellerin's come back from injury. Yes, we've got Cedric on loan, but I feel like we need another a right back of top quality. And the player I identify for this is Max Aarons. There was talks in January that was looking to buy him for around 30 million. Again, we'd probably be looking at somewhere between 30 to 40 million for him. But at the same time, Norwich may not be in the Prem coming into the season. So, he's definitely a player that a lot of clubs will be looking at. And I feel that, he would strengthen us at right back. And due to his young age, he's someone that we could have in the side. As long as he can stay injury-free and stuff, we could have him in the side for a good 5 to 7 years minimum, easily. And, that kind of secures that position for a long period of time. So, yeah, that's the main right back I can see as an option to bring in. The third position I think we need to strengthen in is central midfield. Kind of like a somewhat of box-to-box midfielder, someone that can sit in front of the back four, someone that kind of makes us a bit more stronger in the midfield, so that in certain games we win the midfield battles a lot more. Just the name off the top of my head, Doucouré from Watford, again another team that may not be in the Prem coming into the season. I feel like he would do a good job in that midfield. You can imagine a pivot of him and Torreira as an example. You've got the mini man that in Torreira that intercept stuff, and you've got the kind of powerhouse in Doucouré who can drive forward with the ball also. Other alternatives, you've got Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid, Dennis Zakaria from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Also Frank Kessie, who there was rumours that was interested in him back in January also. And then you've got potentially some of the central midfielders that play at Sheffield United. Lundstrom, he's looks relatively decent this season, and Fleck, who was also rumoured towards the end of the January transfer window. But the first couple of names I mentioned, the likes of Doucouré, Thomas Partey, Zakaria, those are more names I'd probably be looking at getting. Obviously, I'd like to get someone like a Wilfred Ndidi also, but how much is that going to set us back? Are the club really going to go out and spend that money? So, those are the sort of players I'd like to see us linked with, and I think those players strengthen us in the positions that I've mentioned. And the final position I'm going to talk about is attacking midfield. One thing that we lack is, goals from midfield. One of our top midfielders, which we had that was scoring goals from midfield, was Aaron Ramsey. Obviously now at Juventus. But yeah, that's definitely a position that we need to strengthen. There was talks back in January that Arteta wants Maddison in the summer. I think Maddison would be a good signing, and I think he was, definitely make us better in that position. At the same time, though, the way Leicester looking at the moment, they're going to, probably finish third, maybe fourth. Champions League football, is he going to want to kind of, at this moment in time, take a step down from Leicester to Arsenal? I believe if we put the money on the table, money talks, he walks. Just like how Maguire's gone to United. When they won the league, Kante went to Chelsea, Mahrez went to Man City. So, it's up to the board. Are they going to put their money where their mouth is, or are they going to try to find an alternative? Two other players in that position, I think that would be great signings also. You've got Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. Again, Villa, a side that might not even be in the Prem coming into the season. So these are the things that I believe we would have to take into consideration coming into the season. You look at what clubs have got relegated. If it's Villa, if it's Norwich, there's certain players that I've mentioned that are at these clubs and are definitely gettable. And the final player in the attacking midfield position I'm going to mention is Ziyech. There's talks about him in the summer, and then it kind of all just went dead and quiet on him. But I'd still take him. I think we'd be looking at around £43 million, which is around 50 million euros. And I think it'd be a great signing for us in that position. And again, someone that's relatively young in age, and can have an aside for years to come. So that's it from me. That's the areas in which I feel we need to strengthen going forward in the summer. I feel striking wise we're okay. Wing at present we're okay. I feel if we can strengthen these areas, everything else should gradually fall into place. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. Of course, let me know your opinion in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time.